Best Music Coach. My name is Dan, and you are watching a music teacher's reaction to, well, Earthbound 1, or is it Motherbound 1? We're going to figure it out. Original soundtrack. I've never heard this before. I've never played the game. This is going to be my very first time hearing it live and in real time here with you. Everything I say, do, and point out and break down is going to be off the top of my head in the moment. Let's get this started with EarthBound Beginnings. Full original soundtrack. Now make sure you hang out to the end because there's going to be a little bonus for you that I think you're going to like. Let's get this thing going. Hey chat, what's going on? We're live. Huh. It does remind me of Undertale. Huh. I think we're in our second song here. By the way, I don't have track names. Oh, yes, I do. This is called Poltergeist. This is like metal. It's like 8-bit metal. It really is 8-bit metal. Okay, I think that was... Hang on, let me make this a little larger so I can actually see the time codes here. Yeah, okay. So that was Poltergeist. All right, so number one, our introduction was beautiful. Absolutely loved it. Reminded me very much of Undertale. Obviously, Undertale came afterwards, and obviously was inspired by this. But yeah, just the tempo, the melodic sensibilities, that descending bass line, like. Well, it's not really that. It's more... There you go. Awesome. Now, this last one was absolutely sick. When was the last time you heard 8-bit metal? But that's exactly what that was. That was like you took 80s thrash metal and just 8-bitified it. And that is 100% what you get. Thank you to all our super chatters. I'll read the super chats at the end of the stream. Okay, let's keep this thing rocking and rolling with Battle for a Dangerous... With a Dangerous Foe. Gotta get my prepositions right. Let's do this. This one's called Underground. I'm going to talk about Dangerous Foe in a second. Oh no. Okay, so let's talk about battle with a dangerous foe. Oh, it's missing some songs. All right, we'll get this sorted out. Rubberman, where did you send that? Because I thought I got this from your message a while ago, but maybe I got it wrong. I do know we have the vocal album. We're going to keep it rock and roll, and I'm happy to use something else, and that's very easy to even insert here while we are live. All right, this next one is called Battle with a Flippant Foe. Email. You got it, Rubberman. I'm going to go see if I can find that. It's like walking bass. Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. This is so cool. Okay, so look, here's a really cool thing. Everything we've heard so far is actually really, really, really well done. Now, if you're not if you haven't experienced a sort of 8-bit sounds before, you might be thinking, it's not that cool. It all kind of sounds the same. Okay, but here's the thing. It's actually so well done. So it's like, you know how you can do that effect with photos where you make everything pixelated? It's like you took really good music and you just made it pixelated. Like the mix is great. The arrangements are awesome. Every instrument is doing, just absolutely incredible stuff. The compositions are amazing. Really amazing. And it's like, we just came off of a week or 3 weeks of doing like Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? These full orchestrations, these huge big sounds. And then coming to this, I think, when you take all those big orchestrations at it and just listen to it, you hear really, wow, this is like good, really well-crafted music. Absolutely amazing. And I'm 100% loving it. I think we're going to try and actually switch over our playlists that we're using here live. It looks like I clicked on the wrong one. But hey, we're going to get that sorted out. Okay. Here we go. Locked and loaded. Thank you all so much for your patience. We should be good. We don't want to miss any tracks. Just getting this rock and rolling. Oh, this is so much better than its individual ones. Battle of Dangerous Foe. All right, we're going to go to the first one we missed, which was Pollyanna, I Believe in You. Love that snare sound. Mechanical, yeah, a little bit. Like, even with that very first one, you know, for me, it's not quite, yeah, I understand that the composer like Beatles, and I think even I think we did, what was it, EarthBound, not EarthBound Beginnings, we did EarthBound, or I think that was technically Mother 2, perhaps, and we heard things like reference, I think like, what was it, Here Comes the Sun, or one of those George Harrison tunes, and, yeah, there's such a strong pop influence, and I'm also just really hearing this connection of there's something about those Final Fantasy things and this there's this crossover, like there's a Venn diagram, and like there's a lot, like the circles are pretty close of like the commonality of man, like the outlook and the feeling and the composition. There's something consistent and similar to this, to Final Fantasy, and maybe to one or two others that I can't put my finger on just yet. This next one is called Hippie Battle. So this is basically like Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry, which I think you might have heard something like this in the other EarthBound game. All right, so, oops. Okay, so what was really cool there is that was basically, like, literally Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry. Right, is how that solo kind of goes. But really, really cool to hear that brought in here, and I do think we heard that in the other Mother game, if I'm not mistaken. That could totally be me wrong, but I think we heard that before. And again, totally tasteful, really incredible, using this 8-bit world to bring these songs to life. Okay, this next one is called You Won. Thank you, Maniacal. That went fast. This is Big Victory. Oh, we just leveled up. Oh, we missed one called House Theme. All right, let's go listen to House Theme. Here's House Theme. So we're going a little out of order today. But you know, you gotta catch them all. Oh, thought for sure that was going to 5 there. Yes, Aramax, good ears. Now, what's interesting is this actually reminds me of Kakariko Village from A Link to the Past, except Kakariko Village was in 6/8, not 3/4. Also didn't use that sort of secondary dominant thing turnaround, but similar idea of giving you a homey feel with, I mean, moderately similar sounding songs. Oh, you want to know something else that's crazy? Kakariko Village is either in the key of A flat or B flat, and this is the key of A flat, isn't it? I think Kakariko Village is in the key of A flat. Wild. Okay. All right, this next one is called... Let me see. Thank you all for hanging out while we figure our order out here. Okay, we're good to go from here on. This next one is called Game Over. Every time I see my face in the mirror. Okay, this one is called Little Dog. This is like Honky Tonk. We also heard this one, I believe, in the other Mother game. Ah, another song used in all 3 games. Excellent. My brain is not forsaking me. Alright, this one is called A Ghastly Sight. Oh, very creepy. Okay, so a lot of interesting things going on there. One thing I want to break down, which is fun, is a... And then right at the end, it goes... Ooh. Let's do it one more time. Oh my goodness, using two of the most creepy notes you could ever possibly use, and that's gonna be the flat 6, the flat 5. Now the flat 6 doesn't always sound creepy. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't always sound creepy, but when you put it in a context like that, boy, it sure does sound creepy. And that's our second note right there. That is the tritone of the diminished fifth, or perhaps the augmented fourth, depending on what day of the week it is. A joke of it being what day of the week. Anyway, this next one is called Bein Friends. Love that little thing up there. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Come on. Ha! Missed it. Oh, you know what that's like? Is that Waterloo Sunset? By the Kinks? Not the Kinks. No, not Waterloo Sunset. Yeah, that's what that is. Waterloo Sunset's fine. That's what that is. Check it out. Ha! Oh my gosh, Waterloo Sunset's fine. Okay, so if any of you have ever heard the song Waterloo Sunset by the name of the band is escaping me. All I remember is one time I was going to go visit my uncle, who happens to live in England. And I'm there with my guitar in the back of the British cab, and the cabbie's talking to me, and he's like, oh, you do music and all that good stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, man, I don't know why everyone doesn't think Waterloo Sunset isn't the best song that's ever been written. And I was like, okay, that's the Kinks? All right, sweet. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. An interesting little quote there. Okay, so even right there, that was that same thing we heard from the actual first song. Same gesture. This would be a very effective alarm to get me up in the morning. Well, that was interesting. His next one is called Cave of the Tail. Good Morning with the Animals. That's the other Beatles song. Thank you, Starseb21. Yeah, you can hear the influence on Toby Fox here. Let's grab that arpeggio real quick. Yeah, okay. So it's Ah. There we go. So it's like Okay, so if we're treating this as the root, then it's gonna be an F sus2 add 6 add 9 with a 5 on top arpeggio. That's what that main one is. So, anyway, this next one is called Wisdom of the World, Queen Mary's Castle. Yes, on the arpeggio is sus. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's over. I was getting really into it. Twinkle. Elementary School. All right, so let's actually talk about that bass line real quick and actually learn a little bit of music theory. It's actually pretty cool. So check this out. So basically we have and what we have, well, in music, we have like basically 7 letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and after G we go back to A. So we have A, which would be 1, to a type of F, which is going to be 6, to B, which is going to be 2, to E, which is going to be 5. So we have 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2, 5. And that's actually a very common chord progression. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Why do fools fall in love? Or, heart and soul, I fell in love with you, lost control. The well for what do madly. So there's a lot of songs from like the 50s that use that chord progression right there. And so it's actually sometimes called the 50s chord progression. Okay. Or is it 1, 6, 4, 5? Ah. '60s chord progression might actually be 1, 6, 4, 5. I might be misremembering. We'll prove it out in a second. All right, so yeah, I think the 50s chord progression might be 4 or 5 there. I like the 2 there. Anywho, all right, let's keep it going with the next one, which is called Factory Theme. 4 and 2 do have similar functions, but one of them is the 50s progression, and I can't remember which it is. Oh gosh. I feel like this is quoting a piece of classical music and I can't put my finger on it. We've heard something else that stole directly from this. What song Alright, there's either a classical piece of music that this is taken from. Is there a Final Fantasy piece that sounds like this? There might have been a Final Fantasy piece that did something like that. Anyway, maybe I'll figure it out later. This next one is called The Paradise Line. My mother. Very pop B section here. Okay, so what's really interesting here is we basically had like a 1-4-5 sort of like typical boogie type of blues thing, but then we went to this B section, was like I changed it a little bit, but you get the idea. Very interesting to have that second section of that song in there and it not just go the whole way through. A lot of fun. Okay, this next one is called Do You Wanna Build a Snowman? Just kidding. It's called Snowman. Here we go. I'm assuming this snowman is why Toby Fox has a snowman. Spoiler alert. I mean, it's been out for a while. Huh. No, so this is actually in 12/8, guys. That's not 3/4. I mean, that's not 4/4, excuse me. I'm going to show you why. So, here. So you can hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Right, so we have like 4 pulses, essentially. We could guess that we have 4 pulses per measure, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But here's the thing. If I try and divide that into 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It doesn't really fit 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4 lolly. Because each beat is divided into 3 equal parts, that actually makes it compound meter as opposed to simple meter, which means it's going to be either a 6/8 or 12/8, or perhaps, if I'm totally wrong, a really fast 3/4, but I don't think I'm wrong. It's either going to be a 12/8 or a 6/8. Okay, this next one is called Yucca Desert. No, Lemon, it's different than swing. Compound is different than swing. Okay, now just to bring a connection on, I was just thinking because that Snowman, basically, all right, guys, so think about it this way. Even if you know nothing about music theory, totally okay. By the way, hang out, even because you can learn some cool things. So music theory, it's basically like little tips and tricks we can use to understand music. It's like in the Matrix where Neo is like, oh, I know Kung Fu, and then he can in the Matrix see all the ones and zeros and everything. He's like, oh, I can see everything. It's like, I see the Matrix. Basically, when you know music theory, that's what it feels like when you look at music. You're like, oh, I can see the Matrix. So a beat is like a pulse in a song. It's like you feel 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, when you divide a beat into 2 equal parts, you have 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's going to be called simple meter. Not simple because it's easy, but just simple because it's less complicated. Not less complicated to understand, but the way it's written is less complicated. And then we have a compound, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we divide each beat into 3 equal parts. Now a snowman has how many parts? 3 parts: a head, a body, and whatever you call that round thing that people would think might be legs. So there you go. This next one is called Airplane Ride. That reminds me of some rock song that I also can't put the name on. Oh, Jump by Van Halen. It's Jump. It's Van Halen Jump. That's what this is. Yeah, that's it. Got it. Jump. All right, so look, basically what we have is and that is very, 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 number one, that's a really cool riff. Like, do you guys mind if I play it one more time? It was really cool. So cool. Yeah, and then that's really, it's based off of Van Halen's classic song, Jump. Okay, this next one is called Airplane Ride. Or that one was Airplane Ride, excuse me. This is called Roving Tank. That's like a shredding guitar solo, but an 8-bit. Oh, this is sick. Yeah, speaking of metal and DBAC, ask Esper. What I love there, it's like a mix between a guitar and a piano solo. Yeah, sometimes I wish one of my specialties was sweeping. It is not, but to be able to do something like that would be really cool. This next one is called Monkey Cave. Wild. Hey guys, listen to that one more time. Just one more time. All right, thank you. All right, this next one. It's called All That I Needed Was You. Hang on a second. YouTube's getting confused because I have too many YouTube things open. Just got to refresh real quick and we'll continue on here. Huh. What song is this reminding me of now? Huh. So even right there, just some really good songs. And I agree with you, Jaquise. I have heard this somewhere before too. And for the life of me, I cannot put my name, I cannot put a name to it. I also couldn't put my name to it because I didn't write it. I think you know what I mean. All right, this next one is called Approaching Mount Itoi. See, even right there, man, some of these riffs are well, all of these riffs are sick. Ah, sick, sick, sick. Loving it. All right, this next one is Mount Itoi. After we approached, now we are here. Man, this is heavy. Okay, so something I want to point out that's really cool. It's at the beginning, it's like... But then when the melody comes in, it changes. It's... So in either case, we're kind of implying like an E power chord to an F power chord. But when the melody comes in, and this is a great tip for any of you who want to write your own music, you can have a riff at the beginning of the song, and then when you bring the melody in, drop the riff down and simplify it. Because what that does is it leaves a lot of room for the melody up top. Okay, this next one is called Fallin Love with You. Just kidding, it's called Fallin Love. Very pretty. hurt you. Okay, this next one is the Tombstone. Beautiful. A beautiful melody. Chronic Mids. Beautiful. That was beautiful. This next one is called versus Giegue. 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 Yeah. That was interesting. This is called Epilogue. Ah, I was about to start playing Pokeball's Canon. Aramax, you read my mind. That was beautiful. This next one is called a different variation on the riff there. That little very high-pitched one on that right here. Oh, very high-pitched. If you're over 60, you might not be hearing that. That is a high, high note. Hey, before we listen to the next one, also make sure you hang out because we have some bonus things I think you might want to hear at the end of the stream. There's a thing that's pinned in the chat. It's the 10 things every gamer should know about music theory. Go check that out. It's a free download. Get it. And then I send you more free stuff tomorrow, and I think maybe the day after that too. You get lots of free stuff. Go check it out. It's a free download for you so you can understand some of the terms and, well, the words we say, the music theory words, on some of these streams. So go check that out right now. Go grab it. It's in the chat. It's pinned. We're going to listen to 8 Melodies. Very pretty and a lovely way to end this OST. So I'm going to give you my final reaction to this OST, but remember, hang out, because we have some bonus things coming your way in just a minute. So my final reaction is this. It is so tasteful, so well done. I mean, so impressive to be just using those 8-bit, the limitations of those 8-bit instruments, and also the limitations of the amount of data that could actually go onto those game cartridges, right? So everything was limited, and working within those limitations to create some really, really beautiful art that I absolutely 100% loved and respected so much. It was beautiful. I mean, really, really beautiful. I mean, you can, for me, this stacks up against Final Fantasy, really. And I mean that. And the Final Fantasy remake that we just listened to, I think, was probably my favorite OST I've ever heard. And this, for me, stacks up against it with, I mean, the level of the arrangements. Because it's very hard to compare pieces of art, right? Because art's subjective. But for me, this is incredible. I mean, really, really awesome. Now, hey, let's go ahead and do some bonus things. But hey, before we do those bonus things, please hit like, subscribe, crush that notification bell, and let's listen to Catherine Warwick, Pollyanna, I Believe in You. Huh. Ah!
Always gonna shine again, and I believe a pot of gold waits at every rainbow's end. Oh, I believe in roses kissed with dew. Why shouldn't I believe the same in you? I believe in make-believe, fairy tales and lucky charms. Even promises spoken as you cross your path. Oh, I believe in skies forever blue. Why shouldn't I believe the same in you? You may say I'm a fool, feeling the way that I do. You can call me Pollyanna, say I'm crazy as a loon. I believe in silver linings, and that's why I believe in you.
Love that. I was a little more at the end of that.
I believe there'll come a day, maybe
I love those background vocals.
when the
you.
may say I'm a fool, feeling the way that I do. I believe in friends and laughter and the wonders that can do. I believe in something magic and that's why I believe in you. You may say I'm a fool, feeling this way about you. There's not much I can do. I'm gonna be this way my life through. 'Cause I still believe in miracles, that's where I've seen a few. And the time will surely come when you can see my point of view. I believe in second chances and that's why I believe in you.
Beautiful. Next one is called Catherine Warwick, Bein Friends. Incidentally, this is what it sounds like when doves cry. Gosh, this is 80s delicious.
When you are lonely and full of despair, things aren't half as bad when someone cares. Baby, now you have figured it out. That's what being a friend is about.
I love the vowels. So you get to the vowels, she's doing classical singing vowels. She's not doing pop vowels.
Don't you ever doubt me, I'll be there some way, somehow.
Okay, so clearly this singer is a classically trained singer. Because the way she's singing is with classical vowel shapes and also mouth size and mouth shapes. Oh, maniacal foreigner, she's definitely classically trained and does not sing a lot of pop music. I'll show you what I mean. That's a 14-year-old singing? Huh. That's pretty good for 14. Oh, and that right there, that little vocal melisma is just like, not just Wild with Something, it's another like 60s British song. There's another song that vocal melisma reminds me of so much.
That's what being friends is about. I'll be there some way, somehow. That's what being friends is about.
So right there, you can actually hear two different vocal sounds on the vowel. Now this is very Beatlesy. There you go, Snow. We're on the same page. Oh, yeah, it is Lucy in the Sky Dance. Yeah, okay, I hear what you're saying. Kinda, yeah. Like the end part. Look around, round, 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 round. That song, too. Round. Look good, look around, you silly. Martha, My Dear. Also, like Martha, My Dear off of the White Album. Okay, so what do I mean by, and how can I tell instantly that that singer is classically trained and does not sing a lot of pop music? Well, that's because the way the singer approaches vowels. So, for example, when you sing in classical music, a good rule of thumb or a finger is you're actually going to open your mouth by 2 fingers worth for every vowel. So, I, O. And sure enough, you can hear I get a very clean sound out of my voice when I say I, O. But here's the thing. It doesn't sound the same way as when I say I, O. You hear the difference? I, O. I, O versus I, O. You hear the difference? So it really rounds the vowel sound and opens it up. So when I say look around versus look around. You hear the difference? Look around. So when you get that real big space, you need space when you're singing pop too. But here's the thing. When you sing pop, sometimes you just want 1 finger space. Look around. Because then you can still get that sound. You can still keep, I call it a colloquial vowel sound. You can still keep the vowel sounding like it normally would when you talk and still get space. So look around. See, I got a little bit, there's a little bit of roundness on that vowel there, but I still made it sound closer to when I say look around versus look around. So that's how you can hear someone is, number 1, classically trained, and 2, not understanding when to put their classical training to the side and sing more pop. Because you get guys, I think like Jason Derulo was a trained opera singer. He knows how to put it to the side. Kurt Elling, phenomenal jazz singer, trained as an opera singer or classical singer, knows when to put it to the side and get that colloquial vowel sound. So that's what I mean, and that's how I can tell whether a singer is, number 1, classically trained, and number 2, if they are classically trained, if they know how to basically sing pop. And this next one is called Jeb Million, The Paradise Line. Wow, love those. Love it. So in Meghan Trainor's All About That Bass, you can hear those same backing vocal. Wah, wah, ooh, wah, 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 ooh, wah, wah. Ah, Living on a Prayer? Yeah. Kinda. Living on a Prayer's a little different. Yes, Bon Jovi's one of my favorite rock bands.
Taking the paradise line. Taking the paradise line.
Oh, that was sick. This next one is called Hirokazu Tanaka, Magicant. Yeah, indeed, a departure from the pop and the rock. Says Act Esper. I really do love these synth sounds. You can hear it directly over here and over here in your ears. It's a very pleasing sound. Just have a little snap on it. Oh, interesting. Huh. Transitioning to 3/4 here. Well, that was interesting. Some really beautiful elements to it. This is Catherine Warwick, Wisdom of the World.
Through ice and through fire, a wilderness of storm.
I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit.
Dreams and desires, I have come alone, seeking the answers only you could know. Show me the wisdom of the world.
Oh, beautiful.
Tell me the secrets of the heart and the sweet mysteries of love. Come fill my eyes with visions so that I may see. Reveal the ancient powers, whisper them to me. Here I stand before you, ready to receive. Show me the wisdom of the world.
I'm surprised the voice is so quiet in the mix. Beautiful.
Tell me the secrets of the heart.
Podunk, yeah, those are violins, violas, cellos, and basses. There's percussion too.
There's a place called paradise.
Now flute,
Wait beyond me as your skies
oboes,
brightest day.
woodwinds coming in.
Look into your crystal ball. Read the future in the stars. Does it say? Will I give my heart in vain to a lover or a friend? Come what may. Who to trust and where to turn? There's so much I've yet to learn. Show the way. I am down on my knees, begging now.
Ah, Weight of the World, Wisdom of the World, yeah.
Show me the wisdom of the world. Tell me the secrets of the heart and the sweet mysteries of love.
Interesting choice to have that percussion finish that out. This next one is called Louis Philippe, Flying Man. Oh yeah, come on. Oh!
Life is but a moment, a single grain of sand that slips right through the hourglass, slips right through your hand. You showed me how to make each moment count, and I know now what life's all about.
Oh, this is easily the best song in this bonus group. In my opinion. Best is a bad word to use, but oh my gosh. This is sick. Oh yes, groove it.
You came to me just like a shooting star. You get to me the love that's in your heart. When you live for love, how precious life can be. When you give your love,
I love this. This is great.
I truly do believe, if only for a moment, it's a miracle to see. So shine for all the world tonight.
Ah.
And live for love, give your love to me. Life is but a twinkle, the winking of an eye, a star that lights the universe, a flash across the sky. You came to me just like a shooting star. You gave to me the love that's in your heart. When you live for love, how precious life can be. When you live for love, I truly do believe, if only for a moment, it's a miracle to see. So shine for all the world tonight, and live for love, give your love to me. When you live for love, how precious life can be. When you give your love, I truly do believe, if only for a moment, it's a miracle to see. So shine for all the world tonight, and live for love,
Huh.
give your love to me.
Well, I'd like to qualify this by saying that the verses intro are my favorite.
All the world tonight, shine on me. So shine for all the world tonight, shine on me. So shine for all the world tonight,
Oh, I love that. Shine on me. Great. This one is called Keiichi Suzuki, Hirokazu Tanaka, Snowman. Oh, love it. This is so whimsical. Huh. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is sick. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh, I laughed and it threw me off. I had it. At least I've had the pulse again. Oh no, I lost it. Oh my gosh, that's sick. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is sick. Huh. Oh, that is sick. Okay, so what was sick here was not the instrument, but what the instrument was doing with the time and with the melody. Insanity. So look. So you see how the melody goes? It's basically going half time over where it was before. Sick. This next one is called Jeremy Budd. It's like reggae. Also interesting because the emphasis on beat 3, and there was a couple songs ago where the emphasis was on beat 3, but it was in compound meter. Snowman. Snowman, I think that is on beat 3. Guitar was going crazy then. This next one is called Hirokazu Tanaka. Fallen in love with you. Fallen in love and... That's the name of the song. Fall in love and... Interesting use of the tabla. Interesting. Oh, changing it up now. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, come on now. Come on, get groovy now. Oh, I love how this is just slowly getting... Oh, I love how just weird it's getting. Oh, I love that progression, which started out a couple minutes ago with the piano doing those. It sounded like whole step thingies going on there, and then it just slowly started to break down into chaos. Amazing. This is going to be our last one for today. This one is called St. Paul's Cathedral Choir, 8 Melodies. Beautiful. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me on this amazing journey. I can officially say that this music teacher's mind has been blown by the Mother One OST. This was really, 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 really good. Just like on a musical level, just like the composition, the songs, everything. It's like, man, just really, really good. So thank you all so much. Thank you to everyone who super chatted. Special shout out to Rubberman202. This was really, really incredible. Hey, we're gonna read out some super chats. Before we do that, I mean, wow. What a gorgeous soundtrack. Incredible music, incredible compositions. I understand why everyone was like, man, you have to listen to this because this was really awesome. So thank you all so much for joining me on this journey. I really appreciate it. Wouldn't be here without you. So thank you so much. So nice. Hey, let's read some super chats. And I'm going to do something today that I do not always do. But I got a couple more copies in of my piano book that I wrote. This piano book went #1 bestseller on Amazon. And it costs $29.99 over on Amazon to get it right now. But you can get it for free. You just got to cover the shipping on it and the handling. I'm going to put a link in the chat. I'm going to leave it there for a couple minutes. You can check it out. Go grab yourself a copy. Even if you don't play piano, you can buy it for someone who does play piano. Christmas is coming up. It'd be a good Christmas present. Grab it. You can even grab the practice journal while you're there to make sure that you stay on track and you actually make progress once you get a book. And I think there's a theory course in there too. But go ahead, check it out. It's a free copy of my piano book. I think it ships to the United States. And check it out. Like I said, it's $29.99 on Amazon right now. Hit #1 bestseller. You can get it for free. Just cover the shipping and handling. Here we go. All right, let's read some super chats. Okay. Robertman202 says, I'm glad my support of this game OST finally paid off. Me too. How you like it? It blew my mind. I love this series so much. That's why I keep voting. That's why I'm voting to keep Mother 3 in the top 5. Remember, no crying until the end. You got it. I will not cry until the end. Ifrit05 says, love Mother / Earthbound. Glad to see you do a reaction to the original OST. Here's a vote for Super Metroid again. You got it, Ifrit. Thank you for your support. Thanks for hanging out. TMac1313 says, Mother 3, Mother 3, Mother 3. You got it, TMac. 3GAD21. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Great to see ya. Says, hey man, love your stuff. Would like to use this super chat towards bumping Scarlet Nexus further up the list. Keep being awesome. You got it. So it shall be. Hero of Sound says, please play the official Pollyanna vocal track after this. I think we did that. Awesome, Hero of Sound. We did it. Sephoria. So I've always loved the Mother trilogy. It's always nice to see it get more recognition. I'm putting this towards Ultra Kill soundtrack to boost it up the list. Pikachu says, hey Dan, Mother is quite the change of pace from what you've been hearing on this channel recently. Yes, it is. I'd like to split this between Xenoblade 2 and Nier Replicant. You got it, Pikachu. I'm going to add that piano link in there one more time to make sure I don't lose track of it, because I'm not going to leave it up there because I only have a limited quantity. And once it sells out, it's out, and I don't want people just going to the page and being sold out. Lemon, welcome to a new Staunch Sport member. James S. says, love these. Oh, Lemon, by the way, voting is from the 1st to the 15th every month. And now you don't need to be in a live stream. You're going to take your membership quantity. You're going to vote towards whatever OST you want. And then on the 17th, between the 16th and the 20th of every month, I'll count that in on the sheets. Eric, sounds awesome. Make sure you grab that practice journal too. Keep it on track and have fun with it. James S. says, love these live streams. Don't know if you're planning to listen, but this game has a studio album with vocal versions, some of the live tracks. Very weird for a game in 1989. Put this to Chrono Cross. You got it for the Chrono Cross, and James looks like it happened. How long have I learned how to make music? Asked Mappa. Since I was 6 years old, said Dan. Snow, 5 members at Kazoo Club. Awesome, Snow. Keep it up. Chronic Mids. Hey, Chronic Mids, how you doing? Chronic Mids says, I love what you do, Dan. Chronic Mids, I love what you do. You deserve to hear some Masafumi Takeda in your lifetime. Please add No More Heroes to the list. You got it. Majido1000 says, do you know that Mother inspired the story of Omori? It seems it also inspired the music of Omori too. Please use this for Danganronpa, which for months I thought was Dragonrampa because I was not reading it slowly enough. You got it, Majido. Equus Stenchman says, I remember what an absolute acid trip this game was. Here's another 10 spot towards Disco Elysium. You got it, Equus. TMac1313, we're going to put that towards Mother 3 as well. Timely Walnut says, if you enjoyed this OST, then you'll love Mother 3. It has a lot of very interesting things going on in it since tapping along to the music is used in the battle system. Ooh. Count this towards Mother 3. You got it, Timely. Sounds like another game someone was telling me about. Pikachu says, glad you listened to the vocal album. It's fantastic. I agree. Add this to Nier Replicant. You got it, Pikachu. And Daytonic or Diatonic says, looking forward to future reactions. Time to contribute to seeing my favorite OST one day, Final Fantasy Tactics. You've got it. Hey, and real quick, because I'm not sure, but the Final Fantasy Tactics, does that have a number or is it just Final Fantasy Tactics? Put that piano link one more time for any late people. Just to let you know, I just put a link in the chat. You can get a free copy of my piano book for beginners. It hit #1 bestseller in its category on Amazon. It hit multiple categories of #1 new release when it first came out on Amazon. Right now it's on sale for $29.99. You can get it for free right now. All you got to do is cover the shipping and handling. And you can also get, while you're there, grab the practice journal. And yeah, I'm gonna leave that up for another minute or so. Okay, Final Fantasy Tactics, you got it. We'll rock and roll. Put that in. I'm gonna leave that piano book offer up there for just another moment. This is just because I got a couple of copies in going and grab it. Delete that out in about 10 seconds. This is your last chance. Grab it. Okay, and it's gone. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I will see y'all next time. Take care. Have an awesome week, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. I could not do this without you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.